if for 1 second you think that people care, they care when they need to care, when they have to care, when you hot and you rolling. But it's a draft every year. So I remember being on a cruise. They called me, and this year they drafted Danny Green. They said, hey, look, you know, Jill, we just gonna let you know we're gonna draft Danny. All right, he's a guy that I think is gonna be really good for the organization. But that was already a replacement, already in the making. And we ain't stupid. You know, like teams are always looking for the next player, right?
Yeah, you're right. I remember Danny Ainge used to keep it so G with me though. I ain't gonna lie. He used to be like, TA, what's up with you? And I'll be like, what's up? He'd be like, nothing much. Just looking for somebody to come take your job. He used to flat out tell me that. Shout out Danny Ainge. So that kept me in the gym. That kept me motivated. I'm like, yo, yeah, somebody coming to get me. So I always had to stay working, bro. It wasn't no, like, you get what I'm saying? It's stay ready, you ain't got to get ready before the saying even got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I was on that type of time, man. But yeah, man, it's interesting, man. Indiana, one thing about y'all fans, though, I ain't gonna lie, I know that shit happened out there in Detroit. Yeah. But y'all fans are a little wild too, though. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Being in Indiana, they called me some of everything out there, man.
Man, listen, bro. But the arena's supposed to be that way.
Yeah.
You're supposed to try to get somebody off their game, right? They might say anything to you in these arenas, right? But it's a line that you gotta stop at, right? That you don't cross, right? And so I used to always say, look, man, would you say that to me? We was outside this arena. Yeah. Would you really say that to me, bro?
No.
Right, and so they'll start laughing. I start laughing. So yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. I think from a perspective when it comes to Nap, man, Nap is a special place, man. It's a hard hat, you know, hard working, you know, state, and Nap is, you know, obviously the city is. It's a pretty amazing place, man. Like those people, they were patient with the 21-year-old that had no real experience, right? They gave me a chance to kind of grow into my own. Obviously, I was able to rock right away, but you know, through any mistakes that I would make as a player from a basketball standpoint, they were still rocking with me.
Yeah. Through all that incident, cause I'm from Marion, Indiana, so I'm right by Indianapolis. They had y'all back, you know. We had y'all 100%. Back. Indiana, they loved y'all. The fans, like, the organization did what they did in NBA, but the fans, the city, they embrace y'all. Like, we rocking with you. You, Stag, Ron.
And that's the thing, man. Like, you know, people think when you talk about love for a city, man, like you gotta realize, see, again, I already knew what I was dealing with. Right? I knew a part of me was devastated, bruh. Because now you got a whole perception around the world about me that ain't the truth, right?
No.
Right? And so I knew when we drafted Danny, the team was in a good place. Right? I knew what I can give emotionally. Like, if you ain't whole emotionally and mentally, you're never going to be good physically for the team, right? And so what people don't realize, man, like when I talked to the Pacers, when on my exit out of there, it was like I could have forced the hand to go other places. But the Roy Hibbert deal happened because I said, look, I want to make sure you guys are in a good place as I move on. See, none of that conversation was made. Right? Damn. When I sat and talked with the Pacers about, hey, look, this is over. Right? And they kind of felt the same way. I said, well, Jill, we can't just give you away. Right? And I said, okay, good, whatever. Like, just whatever you guys got, let's sit down, let's talk about it. But at that point, I would have been doing injustice to that city and to that same city that supported me, that same organization that supported me when I got there, bring me there. There was no way I was going to sit around and I knew what I was dealing with. I didn't feel that same level of love and consideration when it came to me as a person. It had nothing to do with the basketball player. I took it as if, well, you're not willing to stand up for me as Jermaine, a person. We can never be the same.
Dang.
Right? And then it became a crazy thing in that, bro, where it was like this, it's a cultural issue happening, right? When that happened. Like, it was like, you got people, Bob Costas and them talking about like cornrows and tattoos and do-rags. I'm like, well, what we talking about? So now the whole league is under attack. That's why the dress code happened.
Yeah, sure did.
Right? Oh, it's too urban. When our culture is the one that built it.
Yeah.
When you think about it, bro.
Yeah.
Like hip hop and our culture, what we are, like that's what took the NBA to the next stratosphere.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, you know, David Stern made some amazing decisions. A lot of great people at the NBA office that do a lot of great work behind the scenes that help build the business, man. But I just felt like, you know, when you sitting there and you got people looking at you crazy, you got niggas that don't want to wear suits looking at you crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now they got to wear a suit. They think, oh, dude, you the reason why we wearing suits. Right? You know, that type of thing, right? So, and I'm already on one, so, you know, I'm waiting on some action to happen. Right? But I'm ready. But it was a lot happening so fast, bro, that it didn't allow, there was no subtle, I didn't have any time to settle mentally and emotionally, and that's why I felt like it was time to do something different.
It's conference final basketball. Y'all already know we working with Prize Picks, the daily fantasy app. Prize Picks is here for you to make picks all playoff long, whether it's points, rebounds, or assists. It's simple. Either pick more or less to give yourself a shot to win up to 2,000 times your money. And y'all already know, it's a skill-based game. It's on you. So head over to Prize Picks. Use promo code MUD. You'll get $50 instantly after you play with the first $5 lineup. Prize Picks got you guys with Flex Play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You don't want to miss out on a chance to cash out with the conference finals and the finals on the way. You guys already know what to do. Go to Prize Picks, download the app, and use the promo code MUD. And get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code MUD to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, running your game.